being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Ramsey. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Knocked down for the tackle. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Now on the move. There he goes. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Offensive plays, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Just needs a crack to get it. Just keeps moving. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Missouri State offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dan."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Bears with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. On the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make...
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Hokies will hustle to the line. For straight line speed, Virginia Tech's had a lot of quarterbacks over the years who had some wheels.
I mean, this guy's got so much gas. He can just get up and go so quickly, and then they bring the fake in there, and there's just a lot to try to stop with this Virginia Tech quarterback.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Might be calling a hot route. They try to get it outside on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why.
He's got it on the outside. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Using his feet. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Ramsey. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 10 over Navy. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Got a man. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Right on the money. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Off the play fake on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in the backfield.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Right down the middle. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. About to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback keeper. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Makes the grab down the middle. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call is on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback will keep it. Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He'll ride his man on the option. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off.
really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air, it's Ramsey. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it with authority.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. This quarterback part of their running game. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's third and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt tying the game, they instead want to take the lead on fourth down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hokies!
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, You want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 35 to Texas A&M. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Gideon. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Wants to return it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Ramsey. Under fire, makes the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Tight game as we We start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it.
There he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State. They take the lead with the 6.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Got a little space. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll take it himself. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Explosive run from the Hokie quarterback. He was almost off the never-never land the way Michael Vick used to do it.
You can't coach that. He's got it already done, and that guy's got some serious speed, the ability to outrun people and make it look like they're just in slow motion.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Cook. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Reads it, fires complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. And the Hokies look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the back. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got.
Get set, get set.
Snap to the back. Under fire. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Moving out of the pocket. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
42 Spider.
Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Ramsey. Got it set up on the outside. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He's got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and fourth or third down and goal situation.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Bears can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go. Set.
On the move. Touchdown, Bears! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. BYU was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Cougars performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success. But I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Shakes off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hokies are in the hurry-up.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
So now it's second and long.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Snagged out of the air. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
To the air, it's Ramsey. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Going with the ground game left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Ramsey. It's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. DB's right up on the receivers. Hands it off. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown Bears! They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and I like this. The QB, you could tell. Quick read. See it. Get the ball out of your hands. Get the ball out wide to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. No monkey business. No waiting in the pocket. No indecision. Nice job. He did a great job reading it and getting it out of his hands.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage that. He's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Thomas. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
To the air on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Hokie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Bear offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. They'll give it to the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And the Bears are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Bears will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. They kick it away on fourth down. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll move the wide receiver. The option look. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Quick completion on the out. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass. It's Ramsey. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And, man, that was an almost opportunity for this defense. You thought he might could get the pick, but I like the way they drop back. They play the pass, they break on the football, and they make sure that the receiver can't make a play.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And with 4 seconds left, this one to save the game. Right down the boulevard. The final grains of sand were about to disappear from the hourglass, and just in the nick of time, they tie it up. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
The Hokies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! They take the lead here in overtime.
Never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. In front of them, they have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the ground with the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautiful.
First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Missouri State. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
No interest in another overtime. They'll go for 2 and the win. Wants to go up top. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these 2 teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.